Dēæad, my MVVs, welcome. Everyone got really scared with the kind of things that Ebony was saying, and she was crying like she was literally crying. She broke down emotionally and all of that. And she was saying, Ofarende or no Ofarende, immunity removal or whatever they want to do, or gunjaye or whatever they want to do, that nobody, that they can never, that the great lion will never, ever, 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 ever move her out of the palace, that she would never leave. That the only way they can move her, succeed in moving her out of that palace, is that they will remove her body out of the palace. And you know, for a traditional woman to have said something like that, that means a whole lot. And they said everybody was shocked. Everybody was shocked. Now, Dēæad, you know, sometimes when people talk, they talk based on experiences and based on the information that they have gathered. I remember last year, when it was early last year, when we were having this conversation, where I told you people that, look, removing these women out of the palace is not a tea party affair. A lot of people thought that Kabiyesi could just get up and tell them to leave. It is not that simple. It is not. It's a lot. It's a lot. I told you, do you see Ebony? Ebony will never, ever leave that palace. Never. You know why? Because it is her life. It is her pride. It is her hope. It is her future. It is her everything. It is what she has always wanted. The dream she has always had. That is what she lives for. That is what she is living for. And so, anybody who, you know, tell Ebony to leave the palace is a person who, you know, is trying to, you know, buy her completely. And she has said it by herself, that the only way that she would leave the palace is, you know, that is not her, it's not physical, that nobody would move her out of the palace except they move her, you know, remove her body out of the palace. Now, why is she making all of this trade again? She's making them because, you know, the great lion is rumored to have told the family that would they want their daughter to stay married, almost like choose between staying married and staying alive. Now, the great lion is not saying this because he intends to do anything bad to Ebony. No. He is saying it like saving Ebony from her own self. You know how you save people from their own self? Yes, that happens to be what the great lion has been doing, like what the great lion has been talking about. Because now, you know that she doesn't have immunity covering her anymore. Look at things like the Aruni cocoon, right? And so several others that will come as a result of her continued trial to subdue, you know, the jewel. You and I know that, forget this desperation because things have gone very wrong. The affliction, the tension, her trying to stay afloat in spite of everything that has happened. You and I know that Ebony can never, ever repent. That's the truth. Ebony can never, ever repent. Nothing can make Ebony repent. By the time this whole drama dies down, you and I know that Ebony will, you know, start troubling the jewel again. You know, when you are in so much personal competition with a person who is not competing with you, you must satisfy that desire to win. And winning is the only thing that Ebony thinks about right now. Winning the jewel. Being the first thing that the great lion thinks about. Just the fact that the great lion is on the side of the jewel. Just the fact that the great lion is, you know, loving the jewel. The great lion wants the jewel. Just that fact alone is, of course, something that is hurting her feelings so much. There's nothing that she can do about it. She just does not want the jewel to continue to win, and she will continue to fight. This is a psychological issue. That is if all the information we keep getting concerning this issue is correct. So they say when she started, she was basically doing as if she was under some kind of spell. She was crying, turning around and around and around. She was holding something on her hand that was shaking. She was saying that anybody who will ever try to put her out of here, that the person will have to carry her body, blah, 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 that she will go. It's her body. If that is what will make them happy. Have you seen this level of, this one is no longer love, is what do you call this situation? It's no longer love. Dēæad, right? It is no longer love. It's something else. So now you do know that she comes from a very big family. The reason why it's been very difficult for the Great Lion to put her out actually is because the family has been fighting, and they kept fighting that sorry about that noise, that she cannot just be humiliated like that. It will not be okay for anybody to humiliate her like that. And, because of the part that, the Great Lion and, them had in 2015, it's been very, very difficult. Like, a lot of people will be asking, why is it so difficult? Why are they not doing what they have to do and all of that? It's been politics upon politics upon politics. The man has got his own struggles that you and I may never ever know, but it's more than we can think about. Meanwhile, the Great Lion is saying him as he is now, he doesn't want. And look at the people, not just Ebony, it's Ebony and Ikpe, Ebony and Ikpe, Ebony and Ikpe that the Great Lion is talking about. And unfortunately, even when the Great Lion tries to calm down a little, something will come up again. Yes, when the Great Lion tries to calm down a little, something else will happen that will make him very, very upset and probably put him in that situation again, okay? And so he will now go back and start talking and thinking about offering the ritual. This time, he is saying that they must do that ritual, that anything that wants to happen, whatever is that thing that wants to happen, should go ahead and happen, that he is not doing again, that he wants out completely, like he wants out. He doesn't want to have anything to do with this situation again. This is what we are hearing, if the information is correct. It's not a small thing that we are hearing. Ebony said never, it will never happen, not on her watch and not when she is alive, that she would never allow that happen to her. This is what is going on. I'm going to bring you up. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact.